Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another Market Mates episode. Hope you are all doing very well. Lots of news overnight, lots of details around the war overnight. So all of that is impacting markets, and we cannot wait to break it down with you very shortly. Craig, mate, how are you doing on this fine Wednesday morning, mate, over this side of the world?
Hey, Greeny. Good morning, everyone. Gee, everyone. Yeah, dude, I'm good. Happy. What's it today? Wednesday. So that's a good thing. We're halfway through the week. Yeah, dude, I'm cruising. Had a good sleep. Feeling pretty positive. Obviously, Zeet's been a bit of a laugh, so that's been not taking up my time, but just give me something else to think about. But other than that, yeah, dude, I'm pretty good. How are you?
Doing good, mate. Doing good. Lots of opportunities out there, I think, in the short term and the long term. And I finally got my abstract stream to work.
Yeah, that's all I was trying to do. Just then, I can't get it to work.
Yeah, it's so annoying, bro. So annoying. But yeah, look, I'm doing all right. Look, there's a lot of opportunities out there in the markets right now, and I think it's so important that you stay so active and stay so in tune. I mean, Hyperliquid just did a 30% move. It looks like it's maybe going to push a little bit higher, then probably pull back. We'll talk about Bitcoin. I think it probably pushes a little bit higher, then also does pull back. So I think we got plenty of time. There's plenty of time. Opportunities to probably look for moves up, but also look for moves down. I still think you got to be super aggressive. Like the fact we made a 3x on NFTs last week, Craig, on normies is like crazy in a bear market. And I was so grateful that I just sold. I was like, you know what? Sick. I'm just out. I'm out. And that's been like my morals in trading for like the past, 3 years in all market conditions. And I've walked away profitable and so many people haven't. So I think that's the real, particularly in a bear market trend, man. Like you definitely want to be taking profits aggressively or cutting due to invalidation. Okay. You do not want to be holding shit down from these sort of levels.
No, I agree with you. You're exactly right. You got to be in and out pretty quick because obviously just the metas move so fast now.
Yeah.
Like we saw with normies, what was that, about a week?
Yeah.
That was a week. And then everything coming after that was about a day. So just like sped up so fast. Like normies had a week's run. Then there was like dudes and a few other ones that sort of initially pumped and then just boof. So kind of just the spiral just got tighter and tighter. So I guess NFTs are off the table possibly for a little bit of gain. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we minted a lot of Zeek cards yesterday, so we'll see how those go. Yeah. I think I went to town a little bit too much, but we'll have to just wait and see. We'll have to just wait and see. But yeah, mate, guys, I've just dropped in the chat. Okay, I've just dropped in the chat that we are obviously partnered with BTCC. You can get signed up and stuck in on their platform. No KYC, no VPN. Okay, so you can literally trade in America, trade anywhere worldwide. 40% discounted fees. You get a 10% deposit bonus. Highly recommend it, guys. I've traded on there before, and I have partnered with them in the past. So massive shout out to them for partnering with us here at Market Mates. Craig, we'll dive straight into it. Pretty big news overnight. Like we're seeing, I mean, here in Australia, where we have affiliation with Trump in America. We're in this interesting point of view, right? Where we have affiliation with America and what they plan to do. Importing, exporting, blah, 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 in war, in all those sorts of things. But when they start to break international law, that's where like someone like Albo's like, well, hold on a minute. Like, what do I do here so that I don't get in trouble, right? So I think the lesson here is this is incredibly complex. It's so hard to actually know what the actual plan is for multiple countries to do. But basically at this point in time, there's so much news happening with Trump. But anyways, even though we've got Trump making huge political decisions, huge war decisions, he comes out this morning and literally issues a random post about crypto. And so he basically just says the Genius Act is being undermined by the banks, and that is unacceptable. We are not going to allow it, and the US needs to get market structure done ASAP. Really random, really poor timing in my opinion that this comes out, considering global events right now. But he has a really good point. We spoke about this probably 2 or 3 weeks ago about how banks are really just trying to minimize the exposure that these stable coins, the Clarity and the Genius Act have, because they want control of the world. They've controlled the world for the past 70 years. They don't want this new entity of crypto or this new opportunity, this new innovation to come out and disrupt them, right? They want control. So the banks, the fact that the banks even have a say around this makes it so wrong. Like why wouldn't just Congress, or why wouldn't just like political leaders or whatever have the decision? So lots happening in the world of obviously war and geopoliticals, but a lot happening in crypto as well at the moment, Craig.
Yeah, I saw this morning. He's not wrong. I think he's right. It's like you said, it's interesting. It shows you what a stranglehold the banks have over Congress and governments when the governments can't just say what's going to happen.
Yeah.
The government can't just come out and say, no, you guys are being, it's like non-competing or something. There's something like that. They're basically squashing innovation and squashing competitors to give themselves a monopoly, and kind of the government kind of toes the line. So sort of shows you who's really in charge, doesn't it?
It does. Hey, money rules the world, but Trump's the biggest dog in the world, and he can't even do anything really. Hey,
no, I like what he's saying there.
Yeah,
just the timing sometimes. Like, how come he didn't do this a week or two ago when they're holding it up? Like, 2 weeks later, a week later, it's like, dude, like,
we spoke about it. We spoke about it when Brian Armstrong was basically going into battle for the Coinbase, the crypto industry, right? And that was like, I'm going to say that was nearly 3-4 weeks ago. And now Trump comes out and says this. I don't know. Maybe it just passed across his desk. Maybe his PA was like, "Wait, bro, you haven't spoken about crypto for a while. You got to keep your bags happy." And so maybe he's like, "Yeah, oh shit, yeah, let's put a post out about crypto again. Keep everyone engaged and happy." I mean, crypto's been absolutely slaughtered since he entered office. His meme coin, Milani's meme coin, World Liberty Finance, Trump, like just so much has gone to shit in the world of crypto since Trump was in office. So we'll obviously be jumping in and chatting about this as it progresses. Moving on to the next topic. This is what I was just chatting to Craig about literally before the show. A person called Javier.eth overnight had his X account blocked for breaking the pay partnerships rule. Now, how this actually works is he posted about an InfoFi product. He isn't technically being paid, but it has a future incentive of being paid or getting tokens or getting cash. And so his X account got flagged, red flags, and basically they shut it down. So the real cause for concern here, which, I mean, it's not a cause for concern, but it's just you need to be hyper aware of this. But basically, you do need to mark any campaign that you are talking about as a paid partnership, even if it's future incentives, not even happening in the past or present. That's pretty interesting for me, Craig. I don't know if I completely align with that, but I understand where they're coming from in terms of trying to mute InfoFi altogether. And this will be very interesting because I know Eli was talking about Zeke conversions yesterday for that whole creator campaign. It actually really deters me from trying to even talk about that on Twitter anymore. I don't know. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree. And the reason for that, as obvious as it is, someone like yourself, me, some of our viewers who are creators in the space, it's taken me 5 years to get to this point. So I'm not super keen for some burger money from InfoFi to lose my account for.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't want to lose my account for 50 grand, let alone $500 or $200.
Exactly. Yeah.
I hope they clarify. I mean, do you know what the original post looked like? Could you bring?
Yeah. I can try and find it.
Post. I'd like to see how he worded it. Was it just the fact that he didn't click that little paid button? Was it just that?
Yeah. So this guy has like 63,000 followers. So it's not like he's a quiet person on the timeline. But you got to click the little flag. So his post, influencer marketing, he's deleted it. So you can't actually read it anymore. But it said influencer marketing Web3 is broken. Most people know this. What even is that? And GT bots inflating engagement, blah, 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 underscore. Rally, not quality, rally on chain better, attacks all. So it's just an InfoFi trash. It is InfoFi trash. But that's interesting. It is very interesting. Very interesting.
Look, I think it's good, but there's teething problems, and you just hope as a creator you're not one of the people who gets caught up with the teething problems.
Yeah.
It can be pretty detrimental to a brand. Like, even if mine got taken down for a week, it would really hurt the show. Our partners we've recently partnered with, future partners, future shows, future endeavors. This terrifies me, really. Did they actually ban him for that? Was he banned or just flagged? Like,
no, he's back posting. So he said it was flagged and he had to delete the post. Delete the content that violates our rules. So they gave him a warning basically and said if it's repeatable, you'll be banned, sort of thing.
Okay, I guess a warning's fair.
Yeah.
Like if we got a warning, then I could be like, whoa, okay, I'm gonna pipe down. Not great though, bro. Like I'm a bit edgy at the moment about it. It's like
well, Australia, like, I mean, it's very circumstantial, right? So for us here, it's very different because our financial laws are a bit different compared to America, which is very loose now because Trump's in office. But so you do need to be aware of your geolocation and how that is actually impacted by law, not necessarily Twitter. And that's why I probably won't do any paid partnership posts for a while, Mark. Not that I do a lot either. I think I would honestly do, I reckon sub 10%, if that 5% of my posts would be marketing. Majority of the time it's value, entertainment, education. So yeah, it's just interesting. It is interesting where X is heading. So moving on to the next topic. 1.5 million users leave ChatGPT. If you cancel, make sure you do this. It's obviously a bit of a post, but 1.5 million people leave ChatGPT in just the past week, concerning around obviously their affiliation with the war, affiliation with obviously helping out juggernauts in that capacity, people preferring Claude, people preferring OpenClaw. That integration is being far superior than using ChatGPT. The one exception I still have for ChatGPT is that it's pretty good at creating visuals. So that's the one area I'm like, oh yeah, I don't mind using ChatGPT for that. But I don't know, Craig. As someone, have you subscribed to either of these yet, or is this just something you keep delaying for us right now?
Well, ChatGPT
or Claude? Have you jumped on to these chat bots and these AI bots yet?
I haven't used Claude yet. Nah, ChatGPT a little bit. I use Grok predominantly just through X.
Yeah. Look, okay.
Do I like
for Twitter. No, Grok for Twitter is fine because you can be like, hey, just TLDR of this post, tell me what it's talking about. Or in your case, like a giveaway or something like that. But outside of that, no, Grok is hopeless. Grok does not even compare to Claude specifically, for sure.
No. So no, I'm not on Claude yet, but I think I'm gonna set up a PC with it in the next sort of week. My wife's gonna go ham on it. So
nice.
She's pretty into AI, so she's going to start to dabble on that now. So I'm just going to set her up on something nice and clean that's not connected to anything. So she's going to start to do that and then let me know. Basically, I've got her kind of going to do all the hard work or whatever. I don't know about the hard work. It's actually quite fun. It's just time management, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So if I've got her doing that, I can handle other things. So I guess us as a collective, we're going to do it, but I haven't made the big jump yet, man. Not yet, but it's close, Greenie. We're getting real close.
That's good to hear, Craig. That is good to hear. I'd suggest Claude because everyone's leaving ChatGPT at this moment in time. It's funny. It's the opposite in our relationship. I'm heavy into it. I'm like a risk taker. My wife's like, oh, I don't know. Like, what happens if it gets my email? I'm like, bro, the dark web has more information about you than ChatGPT or bloody Claude. So I wouldn't worry about that. Medibank here in Australia, Optus back in the past, they leaked all of our data. It's all already out there. People already know who I am, bro. It's okay. So you might as well use that to your advantage or just be okay with that, you know?
I agree. No, our data's definitely not protected. No. And that's been, and that, I believe our data's been sold pretty aggressively by companies.
By so many companies. Many companies.
So, no, yeah, interesting though, I guess, just to go back to this, 1.5 million's
that's a lot of people. So that's big numbers. Yeah.
There's a change happening, eh? It just shows you things are, isn't it amazing how quickly the space moves? Like,
it does, bro.
This was the talk of the town, say, a year ago, and now it's like, bye, next thing. It's just so fast. Amazing, though. I mean, I guess from your point of view, I don't know much about it, but from what you've said to me, ChatGPT is just no good compared to Claude.
Oh, so it's just not as comprehensive, let's just say. Not as
makes sense.
Not as and articulate. Like it bullshits you over and over again. It's a yes man. Like you'll be on tasks like F and it'll randomly go back to task B that you completed ages ago. It doesn't discern the fact that you've ticked off A, B, C and now you're working on D. It'll include A, B, C in the D response, whereas Claude will go, oh no, we've already moved on from that. You're not asking me about that. You're asking me about C. So let's just talk about C, right? So yeah, it is. I mean, I spent a lot of time. I mean, I just wasted so much time on ChatGPT. I wish I went to Claude earlier. Is really the main sort of takeaway.
Does ChatGPT have a memory?
Yeah, they both do. They both have history, and you can input that. You can change it. You can get you can set certain things to save. Yeah, which helps, right? Like ChatGPT is good in that aspect, because like when we were doing our house, when I was trying to work out numbers for the house, it already knew like how much I was going to spend, my like the deposit, blah blah blah. So it is good, but Claude has that as well, and they both have inbuilt history and inbuilt personalization.
Okay, well that's cool. You're not having to reiterate the same stuff every time you sit down.
But it's all about your prompt. It is all about your prompt, like how comprehensive it is, how detailed it is, how specific it is, how long it is. Does it have the right setup of like a goal, context, and then like like whatever else you want in that specific prompt. So yeah, it's very interesting. Is Michael Saylor like, dude? I don't even care about this news anymore, Craig. Do you care about him? I don't care about him.
No, I care about him in the way that I think he could be a liability. I see Thread guys starting to touch on that as well. You and I have been speaking about that for probably.
We've been talking about that for ages, and now Thread guys talking about it as well. It's interesting. Like these are. I mean, a lot of people are thinking, well, it's actually maybe worse that he keeps buying. It means there's more leverage, and that means that it becomes a worse asset because it has more leverage associated with it.
Yeah, and just potential. I mean, amazing in some ways and dangerous in others, especially because he's got his business which is tied up into it, which is sort of like leverage Bitcoin. And if that, look, I don't know, man. There's probably people smarter than me. Pio would probably come on and argue with us about that and say a hard can't unwind and stuff like that. But I don't know, man. I've seen lots of companies in the past. Enron, there's been some big ones, man. There's some, I mean, obviously there was a lot of corruption within those, but we've seen juggernauts go down that look like they could never go down. And humans make mistakes, we all make mistakes. We've got weaknesses. Michael Saylor, as much as we like to praise him like a god, he's a human.
No, I don't praise him like a god. I don't know why. And like Pio and stuff, like I actually think he is the most bearish thing for Bitcoin. Like I actually think it's incredibly bearish. And Tom Lee is incredibly bearish for Ethereum. I genuinely believe that.
Didn't he? He's underwater so much.
Dudes are buying, like, come on. At least you have a top tier analyst or something who can give you a bit of analysis around, but like knowing when more strategically to buy. Like it just makes no sense. They obviously have enough liquidity to just keep on doing it. But they just adding to their leverage. I mean, look at the debt of like countries. Like that's exactly what they're doing. Just on an actual token, right? So it's very interesting. Eli's in my comments. He says, "So tempted to full." Hold on, I'll try and let me screenshot. Let me here. Hold on.
Oh no, he's always tempted. He's always saying words like tempted.
hold on. I'll put it on stream so it's easy for people to read. Here we go. All right. Okay, so this is on abstract. So it says, "So tempted to full port Pengu." Look at the Pengu chart and tell me it doesn't repeat April last year. I promise you it will not repeat April last year, legend. I promise you. This is my third bear market. It is like the market in April last year was vastly different to the market right now, okay? We are in a full-fledged bear market. Like that is how that's where it is. And time is so much on our side from an accumulation standpoint and from a high time frame analysis standpoint. On Bitcoin, on total crypto market cap, on Ethereum, on Solana. So if those four in themselves are showing bearishness, then your altcoins, your meme coins are going to be even worse, okay? You will have ample time. This is how a bear market works. You will have ample time. It's more about time than price for me in a bear market, okay? Whereas last year in April, it was a bull market. We were still, Bitcoin went on to make new all-time highs. On-chain liquidity was high. On-chain volume was high. Sentiment was good, okay? That was a scare. That was a scare market-wide. It wasn't even crypto. It was market-wide. I mean, I bought the S&P 500. That went up like 40% in a couple months, right? It was gold. Gold dipped really aggressive. I bought gold miners. That went up 2x in a couple of months, right? So it was a whole market-wide scare, which you could say Iran is now. I can see where you're trying to integrate that same thought, but it's a very different market. It's a very different market. Like that was still the end of a bull market, towards the end of a bull market. Whereas now we are clearly in a bear trend. Very different, very different.
Well, in April last year, I just had a quick look. We were 85,000, and then we broke above there, and obviously went to a new all-time high. So we had a pump in April. We still had another 40 to 45% higher to go in hindsight. So you're talking about the last quarter of a bull market versus the first quarter of a bear. I don't even know how to address this problem. I do, but there's a lot to say. I would much rather put my money in a bull market when it's the last quarter and you have your blow off top, versus a downtrend of a bear market. And look how quickly and aggressively those candles are to the downside from all-time high.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that is just screaming bear. Like we're in a bear market now, we're in a bull market then. It's different.
The reason it held structure here, like this is bull market continuation. This is a pullback into key high time frame levels, liquidity levels, moving averages, okay, maintaining structure, okay, and then pumping from there, okay. Very different market. This is we are probably around here, all right. If we were to, and I put a tweet up about this last time, we're probably potentially already starting our high time frame accumulation range. We're probably potentially there. We could dip a little bit low, and I would say that this is probably our range now for the next 6 months to 18 months. What we're looking at here is like we're probably around this stage where we aren't far away from where we're going to be for the bear market, right? So again, you have a macro. This is what you got to zoom out. Macro change, all right? And just to show you Pengu structure as I look at price itself, Pengu structure is not good here, all right? This is on the weekly. You are still making lower lows and lower highs, all right? You are still making lower lows and lower highs. This could go all the way up to 0.126, which in my opinion, I'm not saying that there's not like I'm long. I'm already in a Bitcoin long and a few longs on altcoins like Tau, Jupiter, Uniswap, and I'm in profit on those positions. I'm not saying that there's not opportunities to like buy spot or to long or to short, but from a macro structure perspective, bottoms take time to form in a bear market. That's just how price works, right? And if you look at it, there's a long way to go. I mean, look at the monthly, okay? We're maybe getting a little bit of seller's exhaustion here, but I would want to see this hold a range for like months. I want to see this do this, all right? Or even if it gets back up here, a distribution above and close back. That's when it shows me that we are starting to bottom, and that's when I'm keen to aim, right? Time is not, Bitcoin is not setting a new all-time high in 2026, okay? It's just not, all right? Maybe in 2027, if we have a really bullish market, liquidity is good. But I argue it's going to be 28, 29 before we start to see a bull market really euphoric again. And you go back and it's all about time. Like study time more than
more than price, probably.
Like, look at this. Like this is how bear markets work, right? Like you had distribution at the top, above the high, very similar structure to what we saw in 2021. Okay. You then had the first complacency bounce. That was a long extended bounce here. You then had another one. Again, I'm on the monthly, but if we go down the weekly, it's a bit clearer. You have a complacency bounce here, and then you have your reaccumulation range. Then you have your bull market starting. Okay, here you want to be looking to buy altcoins here. All right, in this period here, or even this period here, after you've had a structure change break on a high time frame. That's when you get interested. That's when I'm interested in this part here. Not here, not here, not here. Okay, I want to be interested there. That's how I made a 40x on Radium. That's how I made a 20x, or not a 20x, about a 10x on Solana. Like that is how, like that's 9, nearly 10 years of experience telling you what to do. Like you're not gonna outtrade me. Just remember that. You might outtrade me.
Let's go.
Time frame. You might outtrade me on a low time frame because that's not my skills. I have too much to worry about with content and business to trade low time frames. Okay, I worry about swing high time frames. Okay, medium time frames, and I dominate those. Okay, look at the normies. I mean, you're not going to outtrade me in that capacity because I just have unemotional bias. And I've been doing this for 10 years nearly. It's crazy. But you can't teach experience. You can't teach experience. And price tells you a story. Price tells you a story.
No, that chart's there. That chart you put up is pretty good, dude. Like, I think anyone can look at that structurally, even if you don't know price, you don't know TA, you can surely look at that and it's like painting. It's like copy.
Well, that's what I try to do. Yeah, visuals.
It's like, it's quite obvious, and obviously the market can do things that are out of the norm, but not that's why I'm a big fan of the weekly and the monthly, man. I don't even look at the daily sometimes, bro. I just look at the weekly and the monthly. Daily's too messy, and you can get caught up in the ups and downs of a daily, and we're still in a range, and we can zoom in on this soon and show people why we were saying calm down at 69K. But no, that's look, that's to me pretty damning. And you want to be buying in that green bar, that little green rectangle you've got there. That's because that's your safe zone. That's as safe as you can get when you buy, because you're in a range, but you're at the bottom of a range, like you're range bound. But it probably isn't going to have a significant move off a bottom there. But the key is to wait for that moment. And also it's not going to feel, the problem with it, I know everyone's like, yeah, that's easy, wait for the green bit. When you're in the green bit, the challenge is it doesn't feel like the bottom. Like the reason, one of the things I look out for is when I buy, I want to feel pretty sick or scared. I want to feel a little bit scared when I buy, and that's going to be in that green rectangle there. That's where you're going to go, oh man, Bitcoin's at 50K. What if it goes to 30?
No, and that's what Eli's saying. Like, what happens if everyone still thinks it's going to go lower and you get caught off guard and you miss it? Well, that's the point of using TA. You understand the structure change and strength. Okay, this is structure change here, right? Let me draw it for you. Okay, you got lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. You start to put in a range bottom along here, all right? That is your range now, all right? That is a distribution. The fact you reclaim that, okay, and get back in the rate, that is your first sign that, okay, well, we've grabbed all this liquidity that's sat here for months. Then we start to go higher, all right? Then you go retest the top side. You set a higher low here after this low, and then you break out. You even had a retest here, okay, multiple times. That you will have, trust me, all these people thinking you will have no time, you will have ample time to get into crypto or whatever asset it is that you want to get into, Bitcoin, altcoin, meme coins. The trouble you have trying to buy today is that they could easily go down another 40%, okay? Easily. And that's the thing. If you're dealing with tens of thousands of dollars, that's a lot of money, all right? Even $1,000, that's $400 gone. That's 40% of your port gone on one trade just because you lacked patience and discipline.
Yeah, and how's your mindset going to be? How's your mindset? I know what like if I was say to buy here, how's your mindset going to be on a 40% dip that extends for 9 months in time? Like for 9 months, you're going to feel like you did the wrong thing. Can you hold for 9 months, or you capitulate and take the 40% loss, rebuy?
Exactly, and then you'll sell the bottom after, and then exactly. Like why not just wait? Why not just wait?
I mean, if you look at, sorry, just to go back to that chart before, Greeny, have a look how textbook that is off the bottom. Like, look at the wick there at the bottom when it goes to sweep the liquidity down. Not there, but just before it pumps, that big wick, that big bar up. There's that wick to the downside. Looking at that now, it's so interesting to me how back then it didn't look as obvious as it was. Looking at that now, I'd almost think, how could anyone get that wrong?
Well, I mean, like to think about it, like we now both, I mean, I have what, this was late 22, which is when I started my Twitter account. I had no followers in 2022, just to mind, and this is who I am today, where I am today. So that's full time of like 3 years experience now. You cannot replicate that in any other fashion unless you listen to people who have that sort of experience. I'm not trying to be a dickhead here, and I think some people take it the wrong way, that it's not, I'm not trying to ooze arrogance. I'm trying to ooze confidence because I know what I'm doing, right? As a qualified teacher, an honest degree teacher, okay, I know how to educate, and I want people to be educated because they get it wrong. I've seen tens of thousands of people get it wrong over my last 3 years of full-time crypto. I just want people to get it right and to understand. And as I said before, do you think you're going to out-trade or out-understand a person who's been doing this for 9 to 10 years? Maybe every now and then, okay? You might. I might get shit wrong. You might. But not consistently. Not consistently are you going to do that. So I think that's like, step it back from your analysis, your emotional bias, and actually like this is, it's so funny. People like really, it really disappoints me because people don't take people like me and you serious, Craig, because of the industry. If you were to go in like any other industry, you go to a doctor, you listen to what a doctor says. You go to a specialist, you listen to what a specialist says. You go to a lawyer, you listen to what a lawyer says. You listen to Greeny and Craig, you should probably listen because they're qualified in this industry, right? Like it's the same premise. It's just people don't associate that, I suppose.
I think probably a good thing for viewers is take a snapshot in your mind in what that bottom looked like in 22. Have a look at that and just structure. You don't have to even understand price. Don't worry about what the price was there. Just recognize that pattern and and when that pattern reemerges, enter. Like if you can find that same pattern, yes, it might move slightly differently, but I bet you in 3 years' time when we zoom back, we'll go, there it was again, and it'll be so obvious. It won't be at the time because fear is going to be so high, and so many of your friends.
Well, I mean, fear's already at like sub 10, Craig. Or
how much
10.
lower? Can it go negative?
No.
I know, because it was 5 the other day, which is like I think lower than COVID, which for me is mind blowing. There are people more scared now than COVID. But yeah, look, what I take out of that is I think price now, I'm not even looking at price. I'm looking at structure. I don't care what the price is. When the structure forms there, whether it's 16K, 38K, 48K, 80K, it doesn't matter.
Even here, it's 65K. If that's the low, that's the low. Price will show you with structure.
I also don't really mind buying at 75K on a confirmed breakout versus trying to time a bottom at 60K. I don't. Same. It's I guess as I get older, I try to achieve peace in my trading of my life.
Wisdom, bro. It's wisdom. I want
calmness, and I know it's going to disrupt my peace if I enter here. You can, bro. This screams lower for me. Like it's like I don't want to be too bearish. It's actually not bearish because we're actually look how close we are.
I've been posting, not hoping, but I've been posting some realism around. We aren't far away from the price bottom. No. We could be at the bottom around these levels, in my opinion. We could.
I think you and me probably can be misunderstood sometimes in being bearish. I'm not. I'm bullish. I guess you and I are just trying to reiterate to people, please, please, please be patient. Because if you try and speed run a bull run, you're going to get hurt, man. Like you said, even if, say Eli goes into Pingu and it dips 40%, man, like I personally can't handle that. I don't want to handle that.
I don't want to sleep with that. I don't want to go out and be worried about that.
Keep your cash. Keep some of your cash. Keep some dry powder. These, like we brought up there on that chart there, that green area, that's about 9 months. That's a long time, bro. 9 months crabbing. Yeah. I'm waiting, bro. I'm waiting. But at the same time, I'm excited because I think price-wise, like we've said, we're not far. Time-wise, I think we're further away than closer. Mm-hmm. But price-wise, I think closer to a bottom than maybe.
Yeah, I really don't think Bitcoin goes sub 40. I don't think, unless there's a catastrophic event like
Binance,
Michael Saylor. Yeah, like Binance collapsing, Michael Saylor being over leveraged and he needs to liquid his positions. Mm-hmm. Unless something black swan hits, I don't see us going sub 40. I would nearly be pretty confident saying the longer we hold up this level and we don't break down, the more I start to say, well, probably 50K-ish is probably where I see us wick to, 48K, that sort of region, right? Take out this liquidity here, about 49. Yeah. Somewhere down here. So
that's a good target.
That's probably still my hard time frame target and I've got a lot of bids between 60 and 50. And again, I know we have time. I know we have plenty of time and I'm patient. I'm a patient man. Patience is so important in crypto and in trading, man, not even crypto, but trading in general. Discipline, consistency. And again, I teach this in the GTG beginner modules, the intermediate modules that I've just released for the community as well. Again, 10 years of crypto experience, 10 years of educated, qualified teacher experience. That's why I try to do what I do. I'm passionate about it. I'm trying to help people fast track their journey, fast track their crypto understanding inside GTG so that they don't make the same mistakes that I did for 7 years. My wife is absolutely spamming me. Hold on.
She's getting excited about something. It must be that house.
She's talking to me about our bloody a mailbox that we're going to get in the new house. Far out there.
Actually, on another
busy day at work for her. She's working hard right now. I love it.
Speaking of wives, my wife went and bought a RoboVac that mops as well yesterday. It's awesome, bro. It's awesome. It's this little. It's called a rock.
Is it like circular? Like yeah.
It's about.
My dog would freak out though. My dog would.
My dog is currently getting used to it. It's about $2,000. But it mops as well, bro. It's phenomenal. My house.
Yeah, that's cool. So what? It's a vacuum and a mop.
Yeah, bro, and it self-cleans. It's hectic. So shout out to AI robotics.
Isn't that what? Yeah, cool. I mean, yeah, hey, Matt, we're pivoting to robotics on this channel, guys. We're pivoting to vacuum reviews. We're pivoting to we'll
do my mop review next week.
Reviews. Maybe we need to do some more content around realism.
This is what my wife did today. Yeah, great stuff. Shout out to all the wives out there. You guys definitely make our life
dude,
easier.
100%. Like my wife, actually, it's funny you talked about, I just mentioned that because this morning when my wife went to work, I was like, you know what, I fucking love that woman. She's done so well. Like, thank goodness I have her in my life, you know?
Supportive, aren't they? If you get the right one, they're phenomenal for your business. Back to the show.
And your life, not just your business.
Yes, I'd probably be dead without her. So thank you, babe.
Short term, this is what I see. Okay, so we're holding up okay here. So I put a tweet up just before around holding the mid-level of this low time frame range. We've been in this range since the start of February, so we're very much already over a month in this range. I think we sweep, well, what I would love to see is us sweep sort of towards mid-70s, or at least low 70s, grab all that, and then dump back towards probably sub 60, in my opinion, is probably what does happen. I'm long from 63. I've taken a bit of profit. I've moved stop loss to break even. My main TP sits around the range high at about 71. But this is probably what I think happens in the short term. Could take a couple weeks still, as you can see here. Might take a little bit longer to play out. Maybe mid to late March, we might start to see this play out towards the downside. But I mean, and it's the same. I'm sure plenty of people who watch, or plenty of people in markets will, and I've got an article to support this, are going to be aping in here, FOMOing into positions. Oh, it's breaking resistance. No. That's just a classic trap of liquidity, distribution, manipulation. Market makers are swimming in. Traders who know what they're doing are going, yes, thank you very much, buddy.
I am.
Yeah, exactly, right? So give me that setup in the next 4 weeks. Give me that setup, and I'm pretty keen to short, probably market wide. Same on Hyperliquid. I want a Hyperliquid around 34 again, and I get pretty keen for a nice short back towards 22, 24, in my opinion. I think it loses that 26 level, but we'll wait and see. It's a lot of strength. It did dip back to 31 today. It's back at 31, down 4%. So yeah, look, again, it's doing really well, and I think maybe the sub 15, sub 20 might not hit, but we won't know until time sort of plays out. But this is my trade setup for Bitcoin, looking at potential short probably in the coming days.
No, I agree. Your analysis is similar to mine. I was actually looking at it yesterday. I was doing a bit of perp studying again yesterday, and just trying to take those learnings to the Bitcoin chart. And I thought the same thing. I thought a sweep of liquidity could go all the way up to about 74. That's sort of my high time frame target, 74. So it's between 71 and 74, somewhere in there. Somewhere in there. It's either going to hit its head at 71. If it breaks above 71, everyone's going to ape in on longs. I think it's going to trap them. I think it could go 74, and then I think we see a more aggressive move. Once it sweeps that liquidity, then I think we get those down, and maybe we go into the 50s there. Maybe that's the move.
I think so. I think we got to at least take the 59 candle out, whether that's like a distribution like we saw last cycle, over like a multiple week period where we dipped below that 20K sort of level and we went to 15 for a bit, and then we reclaimed and then we pretty much were change of structure, change of character after that. So those are trading terms for those that maybe don't know. Yeah, I still think like I said, Q3 is where I start to see Bitcoin bottom out, and I'm saying the bottom is in Q3 or by Q3. I think the bottom is in. That's my timing. That's my analysis using high time frame strength, high time frame analysis. We'll wait and see. But that's probably where I start to lead my analysis. Now, last point here before we do talk about a couple articles. What we noticed as well is when we dumped at the start of February, Craig, we reached levels that we have not seen in a long time in terms of volatility. Now, the interesting part about this is Bitcoin actually dumped 24%. So volatility often is a great indicator of if a move is taking place, it's going to dump hard or pump hard if it's breaking out that direction. So this is why I'm pretty keen to see a sweep of liquidity higher, because then if volatility continues to increase here with obviously worries around the leverage of Michael Saylor, the war, the geopolitical risk, cost of living, affordability, if volatility continues to increase on Bitcoin and we have swept that 70K sort of high, oh boy, we're going to dump pretty aggressively, I think. And I think we're going to go probably into the mid 50s, I would say, is probably the level that I'd be pretty keen to see. So just to show you, volatility, again, we track everything, and we include all of this on the show, live updates, This is all unscripted. It's all live every day. So I just want to keep an eye on what volatility does in the short term, because if it does continue to expand here over the coming weeks, Craig, then yeah, I think if we sweep those highs, that chart does not look like it's ready. It's bottomed yet. I don't think that looks like a bottom at all. You want to see a strong reversal, and those two candles over on the far right side on the weekly, they don't show strength at all over here. They don't show strength at all. So I mean, we haven't grabbed the liquidity either down the bottom. So yeah, dude, I think we go 50s if we do get that move up in the coming week or two, and then we see an expansion of volatility. I think we do start to trade back towards 60K, if not back towards 50.
Yeah, no, I agree. I had a quick look at daily exchange volume as well. There's a little pump off the bottom, but nothing dramatic either. So there's not a lot of volume coming in either. So do you know what the long short ratio is at the moment? Just on a side note.
No, bro, I actually don't look at that. Sorry.
You know, that's all right. That's okay. Yeah. What was the? I don't know if you've got it in front of you, but what was the volatility? What was the volatility like typically at the bottom of the range last time for Bitcoin when it sort of bottomed out at about 16K?
Yeah.
Just to see what it looked like.
So
I don't know. That's really interesting.
So volatility in the August, this is when we had a massive liquidation event. So that was the last time we spiked up into this sort of region, was that huge August 2024. That was a massive liquidation event way back in the middle of the bull cycle. I can't remember how much it was, but it was a lot when it did happen. If we have a look, the last time volatility was really high was late 2022, Craig. Okay, late 2022. So if we have a look at this, November 2022, what was Bitcoin doing then? I promise you, it was probably looking for a bottom. November 2022, it was putting in a bottom. Guys, hey, drop a follow, drop a sub. We give it to you live on the channel. We give it to you live on the channel every single day. Yeah, so volatility expanded right at those lows, right at the lows.
Keep an eye on them probably as well.
Yeah.
And these are all the little things you can add in your arsenal and your toolkit to kind of confirm. I mean, nothing's going to confirm 100% you're moving to the upside, but you can certainly put probability in your favor. Add 5, 10 different metrics to just price, and you can start to get a much clearer picture of what price is perhaps more likely to do. Not definitely do. If it definitely did everything we thought, I'd probably be on an island somewhere, right? Retired. So
that's the future. That's a 5 to 10 year plan, Craig. That's a 5 to 10
correct. Yeah, I'll be on my little island. I've been looking, man, but they're too far away. But yeah, something to keep in mind though. Great chart. Look at the volatility at 2020. Was that COVID?
Yeah, March 2020. Yeah, that was COVID. So you can zoom out. I mean, it's the same on the VIX too. Like you can, I think I have the VIX somewhere. There it is. Like if you have a look here, like we are at levels that we haven't seen for a while. Like this was the $19 billion liquidation that we saw only in crypto, but that tariff scare liquidation, COVID, this is on volatility. So VIX is stock market volatility. Bitcoin volatility is the other one. So you have a look, the global financial crisis. So like we are pretty high considering where we are in macro tensions and global competitiveness of geopolitical power, let's call it. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting time in the markets. Interesting times. We're looking like we are set to put in another volatile spike, which is concerning. That's it. I mean, volatility it's good, but it's also bad because usually something's gone wrong.
Yes.
Or you do see a volatility spike.
Normally a buy opportunity, right?
It generally is. Yeah. It generally is.
And if you're holding assets into an opportunity.
No. Yeah, exactly. And that's why Warren Buffett is fully in cash. Okay. Or not fully, 30 to 40% in cash. If you look, volatility spikes generally when you have macro major bottoms. 2008 global financial crisis, COVID. Okay. Liquidity crash in 2024. That was the August one I just spoke about. Tariff scare in 2025 in April, $19 billion of liquidation. And potentially we're waiting for that next sort of volatility move to really hit the world. Like maybe it is Iran. Who knows? Who knows what the world is doing at this point in time? I mean, there's a lot happening. There's a lot happening out there. So moving on to breaking news here. Pump Fund might have a whistleblower. I'm a former member of the Pump.Fund development team and a well-known developer in the broader Solana ecosystem. I'm releasing my personal Telegram chats. The communications speak for themselves.
Oh, no.
This is interesting.
Oh, no. Sharing private chats, eh? Naughty.
Yeah. I mean, I got in trouble for that.
This is a reason why you've got to be careful what you say in Telegram chats and all those chats. If you think you're being sneaky or doing little deals behind the scenes, some little scumbag's going to rat you out, man. You better just behave properly, guys.
Just be ethical, like we are on the channel, Craig. We're ethical.
Because you'll be hard pressed to get a screenshot of me saying anything sketchy, bro. Like
I've got a few.
Yeah. Probably it's more on the edgy kind of stuff, but nothing like let's make some money fucking people. Like never. But anyway, did they release the screenshots? Did they?
No, I don't think so.
That'll be juicy, bro.
Yeah, I just had a look at the chart, and the chart hasn't done anything too much at this stage, but I also took a Farcoin long this morning, Craig. How random is that? Yeah, it's in profit.
Who would believe Pump Fund would have something come out like this, Greenie? Never in a million years. The ethical nature of this company.
Oh, how surprising, Craig, that one of the most corrupt platforms in our industry over the past multiple years, who have earned billions of dollars, who led people to the slaughterhouse because they tell them that you're farming for an airdrop, which is probably never coming, actually has ethical problems. Oh, what a surprise. What a surprise, you know? Oh, send it to zero.
Not again, eh? Not again. I mean, what I find interesting, just real quick, is how they were pumping so much money into this chart and it's still dumped.
Oh, that, yeah, 100%.
What do you reckon? You reckon there's side wallets there, Greenie? Like, who's selling when they're buying hundreds of millions of dollars? Probably them.
Exactly, bro. This is a great example of why something like Hyperliquid.
Buybacks, Greenie, but buybacks.
Yeah. Something like Hyperliquid is so superior to Pump Fund. Exactly.
Point on that chart and show me where the buybacks were, man.
Yeah, exactly. So if we have a look here, price, I was looking for a short potentially, but price already dumped. I'm probably not too interested. Maybe if we go down a lower time frame.
Look at that shite.
I mean, yeah, the news, like this whistleblower, I don't know what he's really got. Like if it was something serious, price would have probably dumped, but it hasn't really done anything. So maybe, who knows? Maybe it's just FUD. Maybe it's.
This is bear market stuff though, right? We're going to see another 100 articles.
Everyone always says, oh, no, nothing can ever happen. We're in like this is the most bullish time in crypto history. Bro, price shows you everything you need to know. News often comes in and acts as a catalyst. That's exact. Price creates narrative. Price creates news, okay?
If price was going up, no one would care about this article, right? No. If we were at all-time high, nothing. It's just bottoms. You get this because the money dries up. When people are making money, no one says anything. When people stop making money, the squeaky wheels comes out and people start ratting people out. It's amazing, isn't it? Look, maybe good. Let's just clear the space again. You know, tide goes out. Get rid of all the scammers again, again for the 50th time. Yeah, look, I don't know even what to say about this anymore. This is a joke.
Yeah, it's not really in an area
that's like, hurry up. I'm not even getting one and it just irritates me. You make promises. It's just annoying, man. Why haven't they done the airdrop, Greenie? Why? Other than greed?
Well, no, because they don't, because they don't care about other people. They just want to make money, bro.
Damn. Good time.
I mean, look, it's a similar occurrence across all those meme coin terminals, all those meme coin bots. And dude, you're gonna put me on a trend that I shouldn't talk about it. I'm not gonna talk about other creators, but there's so many red flags with some of these top creators, bro. It is the most well-known meme coin call in the world. Absolute red flags everywhere. Okay, absolute red flags everywhere.
There's plenty of them, man.
He's putting posts up about having a bot that has 3 SOL in it and it's traded to 0. He's putting posts up about trading with $1,000 on a futures portfolio. How do you think he made his money? He sold you lies, guys. He literally.
We need to do an NFT mint, Greenie, ASAP. It's time. I'm actually joking. Maybe we will one day, but I just think it's the cash grab, isn't it? These guys.
No, I'd rather do merch or something where people could actually buy the merch and support us. You know, that's probably like a better sort of route to take, I reckon. So Market Made's merch coming soon. Hey, breaking news. Yeah, Pump Fund right here, Craig. I'm not really it is bearish engulfing potentially on the daily close here in the next 4 minutes. But yeah, no, I don't know.
Nah, not for me. Not for me.
Yeah, like this news broke 2 hours ago, was it? So yeah, not much happened. If anything, price went up. So yeah, I'm not too interested in shorting it just here right now. But interesting. We will keep an eye on this. I'm sure a lot of things come out over the next period of time where a lot of businesses are more corrupt than a lot of people will probably realize. Yeah, this is we spoke about Hyperliquid before. This is what I'm looking at for Hyperliquid as well. Same again. I want to see a daily close maintain 29, and then at least push up, grab this liquidity again higher, and then break back below 34 and trade back towards 24 is probably the levels that I'm looking at. Now, what's important to know about these moves that are going up? So I'm up about 70% on a 10x leverage long on Bitcoin for about 63K. The important part here is a lot of people don't actually understand why markets move the way that they do. Often, okay, it's a liquidity manipulation, right? So, oh my God, the bloody tabs. An analyst says that the price of Bitcoin move up to just shy of $68,000 was driven largely by a short squeeze. So what a short squeeze means is basically it's a bull trap, right? So people think price is going higher. or people are starting to get into shorts at the wrong level. And so therefore they allocate a heap of short limit orders. And so naturally market makers, whales, they go, well, hold on, we're seeing all this liquidity stacked up here. Let's just grab that and then move back price to where it was. And that's how they do it. That's how markets move. It's all manipulated. Everything is manipulated in life. The sooner you learn that, the sooner you accept that, the more money you'll probably make. So understanding the short squeezes and also long squeezes as well, it's very important to understand that on the other side, is why you will dominate as a trader. That's why I'm staying patient. I want to grab that liquidity. I want to see liquidity be grabbed and then show me confirmation of that distribution, and then I enter the trade. I don't just enter the trade hopelessly on like for this. I'm not just going to hopelessly put my entry at 34 and potentially get stopped out up into this vicinity. Like you could, if you wanted to risk it in that capacity, dude, some motorbikes going crazy out there. If you wanted to do that, you could, but that's far more risky than waiting for that distribution to occur. Okay, look at this. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. Wait for the distribution to occur. Get that lower time frame high in there. Okay, lower high in there. 15 minutes, hourly candle closes. Once it confirms that below the key level, bang, you're in your short. Stop loss above the high, bang, targeting back towards $24, where Eli will be able to buy Hyperliquid back below $26. Okay, so he was like, oh, Greeny lied to me about Hyperliquid in my chat again. I was like, brother, GTG is in from 26. Join GTG. It's pretty simple.
I like to think of trading a little bit like this. I like to think, if I was a market maker, where would I take the price to do the most damage to everyone who's putting money in? And
exactly.
If you think like that, also understand you're trying to, for you to take money, someone has to lose. So try think about what others are thinking about, and then probably, if most are thinking that way, probably go the other.
Yeah.
Which seems scary. Probably what I said at the start is the better way to do it. Think about what market makers need to do to grab the most amount of liquidity, whether it's up or down, but where the trend's actually trying to take, where they're trying to take the trend, but who they'll try and trap along the way. Think of it as a bit of a game of cat and mouse, and that's what I do a little bit. Obviously, you add that with technical analysis, with fundamental analysis, marry it all together. But that's kind of what I look at, is what they're going to try and do to get everyone on the wrong side of the trade, because that's what they need to do, right? There's an algorithm working. It wants to win. It wants to take liquidity always. And what it needs to do that, and then trade according to that, rather than how you're feeling. Think about how they're looking at the picture, and then try and swim with them, which is a really hard way to think. But after a while, you'll get it, and it makes life so much less stressful.
Here's the GTG framework that I've built over the last 10 years. A little bit of a sneak peek for those people publicly. Again, this is embedded into all the learning modules within the GTG community. What Craig is speaking about specifically right now falls under literally multiple categories here. It falls under the structure category. It also falls under the execution strategy. Okay, so waiting for confirmation, waiting for strength. Okay, position size protects your capital. Define your entry, stop loss, invalidation before you enter any trade. Okay, if you are not trading with a take profit and invalidation, whether that's structural with price or narrative, okay, for sentiment traders out there, okay, always do both. I would highly recommend you have narrative and fundamentals as well as technicals. Use that, okay, together. Then, okay, allocate your entry, your stop loss, your invalidation, your stop loss, and your take profits, okay. If you don't have those, you're gambling. You're basically gambling. Last topic, Craig. Hyperliquid is up 24% year to date, wildly outperforming plunging Bitcoin and Ether, as Hyperliquid's monthly trading volume exceeds $200 billion, while rival platforms see declines. Dude, this is exactly why Hyperliquid is #1 on everyone's radar in the bear market.
Yeah, dude. This just screams I need to be in this coin.
Screams the future of money. The future of money.
It really does. And I must admit, when Hyperliquid first came out, I was slow to appreciate it, and
same.
Didn't dive into it as much as I should have, and I really, really, really should have. And like I said on the show the other day, when I was looking up things like oil prices when the markets were closed, I was forced to go to Hyperliquid to check price.
Yeah.
And like I said last time, if you're forced to use a platform because nothing else has it and it solves a problem fundamentally, I'm bullish on this, man. I'm so bullish on this. Hey, on a side note, real quick, shout out to Rizuka, who's just tuned in again after a long time of being away. So Rizuka, shout out to you. Little pivot there to say hello. Welcome back. But no, back to Hyperliquid fundamentals, bro. Woo-hoo-hoo. Then you've got sentiment combined with that, and then structurally strong. I still think we're going to get lower, but we'll see. But yeah, dude, this is such a ripper coin, man. I need to be into this. I really regret not understand. I know what it is. It's a lesson, and I needed to deep dive into this sooner. I was lazy. And I see it's so clear now. Like I'm obviously one of the last people on the train probably, but yeah, glaringly obvious. It solves a problem, and that's what you want. You look at all the other old coins, and I would ask the viewers, including myself, I hold the old one, is what problem is it solving?
Yeah.
What problem is that solving? It doesn't always have to solve a problem. Don't get me wrong. These narratives that come along where solving a problem is not the main thing, but holding a coin longer term, fundamentally, is it solving a real world problem? If it's not, you're in a ticking time bomb. If it is, you've probably got longer to play with it. That's what she said. But with Hyperliquid, it's solving a problem. It really is. So yeah, man, I need into this coin. I wish I'd got into it sooner, but the good news is I think next bull run, this will still have relevance. I mean, obviously we'll see. A year's a long time. A lot can change. You could have a competitor come out that just smokes this, whatever. But at the moment, timestamp this. This is pretty good tech. I haven't used that in a long time. Pretty good tech. So
good tech, bro.
Good tech, bro. Buttcoin, eh? The MACD's about to cross over. Let's go. Get Kick on here. He loves a MACD, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. I've been using Hyperliquid now for a while, and yeah, I love it, man. I'm in this Filecoin long right now, actually, on Hyperliquid. So yeah,
Filecoin. Let's go. Hot air rises.
Love to see it, guys. If you aren't on Hyperliquid, I mean, I can I'll drop it in chat too.
Yeah, drop the link. It's very useful, guys.
Great platform. But I mean, BTCC, guys, shout out to them, partners as well. You can trade no VPN, no KYC as well. It's not on chain. Obviously, it's an exchange. So I love that. That's literally allows a lot of creative freedom and trading freedom worldwide. Great show today. That's it from us today. Market Mates, guys. We'll be back again live tomorrow, same time, 9 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard and 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Craig, have a lovely Wednesday, and we'll be back again tomorrow, Thursday.
Before we go, Greenie, real quick, I've put an offer out on a Greenie Rare card. Could someone please accept? I'm trying to get a Greenie Rare. Hey,
so what? Well, let's okay. I do have this tweet, this post.
I raised it on you. I saw the lowest one.
13 hours. 13 hours until the marketplace opens on Z, which is a lot of fun. I think this it has brought creative. It's brought back fun to me, to like what we tried to. I don't know. It's just fun, Craig, to kind of have something a little bit different to be talking about and trading. It might not be everyone's cup of tea, particularly our YouTube audience who tune in. Yeah. So as always, you can let this go, but it's nice to do something fun. Okay, crypto used to be so, like full of fun things like this, and now it's literally not. So I get excited by something like this. It's obviously creators. I mean, I went to absolute town yesterday. I have 69 creator cards. I minted like 50 of them. I can't remember. Yeah, I minted like 50. So or more. Maybe I minted more than that. And I dumped a lot. Yeah, so I bought some. I was like, you know what? Who are good conversion creators? Who are people that I know will probably work for their bags? Who do I religiously already know? I was like, okay, well, FFV, I bought another one of the Hibbs. I bought some of the people that Eli spoke about on stream. I bought like Camel, I bought TMA, I bought Loki, I bought Salamander, I bought Bandit, I bought Puke. Like Josh is a no-brainer. He was like the top of Z of everything. So like, yeah, I went along. I bought like Proof of Travis. I bought Jack. I mean, it's a risk because as Eli said on stream yesterday, like Jack might not necessarily translate to Z specifically. So if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But he's arguably the biggest creator because he clips content of very much viral topics. But yeah, so I bought even High Trades. I bought Moshmi. I bought Shotgun. Sorry, I bought Android. So I bought a range of different creators. Bought a different just to sort of cover the bags a bit. But
ISO Beast Rare. Ooh.
Yeah, I minted that on stream yesterday, bro. I minted that on stream.
Right.
Where's my Greenie Rare? I did put a Greenie Rare. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
So maybe someone has someone
top offer. Someone went above me.
Someone above you. Wait, where's my offer? Maybe one of my offers must have hit overnight. Hold on. No.
Maybe it expired.
What? It shouldn't have. Maybe I don't have enough money to have offers anymore. Wait, no, it should tell you here, right? Oh no, Greenie. Oh no, I only put it in the Greenie. Yeah, no, I don't want rare, bro. I want legendary. That's right.
Oh, how much did you offer for your legendary?
250, but someone's above me.
That's a good.
Yeah, Shake J. So your highest, if you go have a look at Shake JR's wallet, he's on Twitter. He's been following us for a long time.
He picked up mine yesterday. He picked up
the rare cards. That's why your highest is higher than mine, because it was someone listed it lower. And it's the same. So yeah, I actually have the second highest bid and the fourth highest bid. So we'll wait and see. I don't think anyone's going to tell. 2 people tweeted about my legendary card, bro. Two people posted about it. So,
bro, mine, I haven't even minted a legendary. There's not even a legendary Craig's Coin Purse. I had a look at yours. You've got about 85 cards, and I've got about 60.
It's a metric probably associated with either Zeets or your followers.
I was wondering if it's proportionate to something.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah.
Which would be fair. Like, that's all fair. I just want to see my name in gold, bro. Just like
Ches's as well.
Does everyone get a legendary card of themselves, or sometimes not? Is there not enough legendary cards for everyone to have one?
No, probably not. No. So Eli, dude, cool. Eli's top legendary. Who's got this? Oh, Shake's on a 500 bid on Eli. I put 100 bid on Eli's legendary.
Hey, I just want to quickly say shout out to Z, because say you opened a pack and you got an Eli legendary, you can sell it for 500 US, dude.
Dude, that's crazy.
That's what crypto. That's what we're all about, isn't it? Like,
dude, how good is that? Yeah, a 500. That's literally, it's free money. That's a 500x because it's zero. You start with zero money. Zeets are zero. You didn't have to do anything for them, right?
That's what I like about it. For me, and I spoke about. There's a Z group chat, and I had a chat in there yesterday.
Thanks for adding me, bro. Not one of the top creators in the whole bloody platform. I'm not even in there.
You'd leave it in about an hour.
Who's in there? Let me spot it.
Pons isn't in there. Oh, Pons might, but there's not a lot of like top end activity in there. It's mainly the ground level people like me spamming. But I spoke yesterday, and I think one of the most important things Zeets need to do is make sure that the holders win here. You know, the people minting packs get wins, because otherwise it's just to create a circle jerk. And
exactly,
that's not going to last very long. So I like the idea of people ripping packs and being able to sell it for about 900 Australian, bro. Like,
dude, it's crazy.
That's a salary. That's a wage for someone. Like, I really hope someone rips a Craig's legendary, sells it, and makes money. Like, that for me will be cooler than me getting it and selling it.
Dude, someone bought a Jack legendary for $991. I see Eli. I don't know if Z. It's really interesting. If it's conversions, then Jax is useless. If it's not conversions, changes the game. Changes the game completely.
I hope people get some.
Bro.
Oh my god! So that sold, did it? Yeah, it did.
Yeah, that's sold. Last sale 991, and someone bought an ISO beast for 991.
Another side note, with the Zeet marketplace opening today, if that had sold, Jack would have got 8% of that.
Oh, dude, that's crazy. But the interest is okay. So can you, on the Zeet marketplace, which opens in about 14 hours time, can you, like, is it only in Zeets that you get it, or is it in monetary value? Like, is it in open? Like, it's rather than trading in opens, that you trade on their platform.
Yes, I hope it also. I reckon they were only allowed Zeets because that's what the flywheel relies on.
So then, how do you make money? How do you do you get Zeets as you? So it's not money. You get Zeets.
You Zeets. So I'm wondering now if my strat's to accumulate as many Zeets as I can for the TGE by people flipping my cards.
Yeah, but okay, I don't think that TG is going to be. I think that TG is years away. I'll be honest.
Years away.
Yeah, because it's a bear market. It's we've seen recent TGs suck. They're not. They're just showing their new tournament structure, their new plan, their new that's a year in itself, and market conditions obviously extend that. So I would say that we don't see a TG on this for a while.
Hopefully they introduce crypto purchases. Because there's a 2% Zeet burn on purchase. So 10% goes to royalties, 8 to the creator, 2% gets burned.
Yeah.
Eventually, if someone
bought a comment of yours for $59.
I know. I put a post up. What a fucking legend.
That's ridiculous.
Don't pull that face, Greedy. That's free.
Dude, that's actually the highest common sale, bro.
I know.
What? That doesn't make sense.
The puppets are amazing.
Who bought this, bro? You overpaid, bro.
How dare you, Greedy? How dare you? I I don't know,
Who's
bro.
this guy? Sorry, who is this? Who
I
is it?
looked them up. I did also look them up. I actually put a post up saying, please reach out to me. I feel like I owe you some burgers and fries, bro. Hey, they're going to be rewards for my holders. So that's cheap, bro. You're going to be rewarded. No, that's
what about Eli? Eli coming out and saying, oh yeah, my holders will be rewarded. So someone dumped mine for $25. Dude,
buy his.
That's a circle jerk in itself, bro. Don't listen to any creators promising you rewards. That's a red flag. Dump theirs and buy people who aren't saying those things. Okay,
I would tell you when to buy the bottom of the bear market, guys. I would tell that.
Yeah, that's what I replied in the comment. He's like, I will buy. He's like, I'll bring bull market back. Yeah, Eli was like, I'll bring abstract back, and I said, well, I'll bring the bull market back, bro.
That made me laugh so hard. Should I laugh? I was like, well, you can't beat that, can you? That made me laugh. Yeah, shout out to that buyer. That's for a comment. That's like, God bless you, man. God bless you. Please,
but you don't get royalties. It would be cool if you got royalties via OpenSea.
Please have this energy in 14 hours. But no, I need to go put a higher greenie rare offer out there, obviously. But I'm gonna put some offers out there, I think, on I don't know if I can afford legendaries really, maybe, but
no, I think the floor's too. And I dumped a legendary for $30, bro. I was like, I don't even know who this person is.
Did you buy one?
No. I haven't bought a legendary. No. But yeah, so you watch this floor will come down aggressively, and people won't be able to sell this at all. So I was like, you know what? I'll undercut this on some random guy that I got. And the floor was at 70. I threw it out for 30. I was like, and it sold straight away. I was like, yep, sick. I don't really care. That's a 30. You got to remember, zero cost basis for my Zs. I was like $30 for free. Okay, that's a 30x from $0. Okay,
that is a good
so I was like, I don't know this person. I don't really want to support them. I'm dumping this legendary card. Sure, there might be some burn mechanisms that you can literally like manipulate. But again, I'm thinking from a money perspective. Okay, I was like, okay, I'll dump. Jesus, this bloody motorbike. I'll dump a $30 legendary on someone I don't know and buy 10 different rares of people I do know and I want to support / own their card, right? So that's how I kind of thought about it. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to hold this person's. I'd rather dump it and then buy someone else's. So
I agree.
Interesting.
No, I'm really looking to hold the people that I sort of A, do well in InfoFi, B, just good banter on the timeline, C, provide value to other people, D, I just like them as a person, helps as well because I've got to see their head there every day. Yeah, I hope the collectors get wins out of this. That's what I'd like to see, because if the collectors win, we win, Zeet wins. So hopefully it's bottom up rather than top down, which obviously with like things like Friendtech, that was quite top down. Although people flipped Friendtech keys and made big money, bro. There was lots of money to be made there. So
I still think there'll be money. Yeah.
If this pulls a Friendtech, people are going to make money. Yeah, I know.
That's someone I didn't think to buy. I'll buy.
I did. I was looking yesterday, bro, but all of us kept getting bought. Are you going to buy it, Greenie?
Why can't I buy? I literally have money in that account. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, I was gonna buy. Yeah, I'll buy common cards of people I think are worth it. I will do that. Like I don't. Yeah,
just sick people, cool people. Yeah, Faded's a good buy.
Why is this having an error? NFT is locked and not available for transfer.
Do you think maybe because? Oh, now it shouldn't have anything to do with their marketplace, would it? Or have they locked the NFTs now? They may have locked them.
What? So you can't trade them?
I'd be guessing, bro.
Hold on, activity.
Yeah, any sale?
Hold on, let's have a look. Yeah, 3 hours ago was the last sale. Maybe you're right. Maybe
they've locked it.
Maybe they've locked it until the Zeet marketplace opens. Okay,
we're going to see a supply squeeze.
Wait, so that means I can't sell my bearish legendary. Damn.
Oh, I posted. Oh, wealth grade. I don't know. I posted 5 minutes ago. What?
As in you posted about that specifically. I didn't know. So they locked it. Okay, interesting.
I kind of like that. Good. No one can buy anyone now.
You posted, pretty sure Zeet Marketplace on OpenSea is broken. Oh, sorry, I forgot to read my abstract DMs. Wealth,
maybe not DMs, broken rather than locked.
Yeah, last sale was 3 hours and I can't trade on it. Yeah. Oh, damn, bro. I wanted to buy some people. Okay, yeah, cool. Interesting.
Okay. Well, we'll keep an eye on that for tomorrow. So it goes live today. we'll be able to chat a bit about it tomorrow, and we'll see how. I mean, there's going to be some people with lots of Zeets out there that I guess are going to go ham on cards. Eli,
Greg, I still have 6,200 Zeets. Like I could gamble my way up to 10,000 again, like if I really wanted to. So
yeah, I thought about doing some spins today. Is it worth saving my Zeets and buying the marketplace, or going for spins and opening packs?
I think you want to open packs. It's more. Really? It's more. I mean, it depends what you want. Like that's fun. Opening packs is fun.
I do like.
But then you got to dump into, like, if you get shitty cards, you got to get rid of them. I think there's no unless there'll be a burn mechanism in the future of shitty cards. But like that, it's the same as trade. You're speculating on something potentially happening, right? Whereas I would. This is how I sort of operate, right? As a trader, I would rather get money now than hopefully wait for an opportunity where you can burn them and make more money. Or what happens if the money goes away and you can't even sell them, right? Like that's the worst feeling, is like you can't sell an NFT and then it's just like, well, what, can you write it off? Like you can't write it off on chain, then it's a tax thing. Like, yeah, it's like, so I'm very aggressive from that sort of point of view.
Good point. I had a collection 21 Good Stoner Cats by Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis.
Oh yeah.
And it went to court. It went to court, and you could no longer trade the NFTs, bro. I couldn't even sell it to get out of it. The dogs, like, and then as if I'm going to take them to court to the US over an NFT, man. Like, so I'm just trying to reiterate what Greeny said. Sometimes you can get proper screwed, and you can't even exit the NFT because they stop trading. You're like, well, that was a waste of a couple of grand. Thanks, guys. Hopefully, Ashton Kutcher's enjoying his palace.
Yeah, Wells says PAX is fun, but negative EV generally. I would agree with that. That's the consensus I have. PAX are fun, but it's better to probably just buy the ones you want. For example.
Shout out to Eli's stream yesterday, which was absolutely diabolical.
It was so hilarious how shit his pulls were. It was so bad. After watching mine, Craig, his was horrific.
I was in tears, bro. I was in tears watching him crash out too about it. Like,
it was so devastating.
And he was like, "Don't know this person. Don't know this person." He's such Eli. I love you, bro. You fucking make me laugh so much. Anyway,
all right. Great chat, guys. Great chat. Check out BTC, guys, in the chat. If you want to trade on chain and trade on a non-KYC, non-VPN platform with discounted fees and opportunities, check it out. Massive shout out to them, massive shout out to Craig, massive shout out to you guys for tuning in, and we'll be back again live tomorrow.